damn, a lot of shit happened this weekend.
Shut your mouth, woman!
What's going on, my DC fans, and welcome back to another episode. All right, let's just jump right into it. Topic number one. Most of you have probably already seen this by now, but by the time I recorded my video Thursday night, it was already too late. So there was a preview for the next episode of the Harley Quinn show in the DC universe. I had watched the first episode of the first season. It was actually really good. I just haven't got back to it. A lot going on. But it's definitely a show that was funny and interesting and a whole different take on these characters. So there was a preview, and it had these two guys talking, and the one guy had a Release the SnyderCut shirt on. It was like 50 minutes or 50 seconds of dialogue between the two. I didn't think it was a slap in the face to the SnyderCut movement. But the thing I took away from this was positivity. I took positivity out of it because it's getting to another level, okay? Again, we see more and more articles being written about the SnyderCut because it's the hot topic. It's been the hot topic for going on years now. So now, the DC Universe, a Harley Quinn DC Universe show, finally has a guy wearing the shirt. So that means that, obviously, we know that WB is well aware, DC is well aware. They would not be making fun of their fans, but even if they are, it's kind of like Jeffrey Warfield said, it's kind of like South Park. They make fun of everyone. Like, no one is off limits. So I'm completely fine with them having that guy on there. And of course, the Snyder haters, SnyderCut haters, are coming after us saying that you guys are done. They're making fun of you. And the best part is we flipped it on its head right away. Within minutes, hours, next thing you know, we're doing a shirt campaign. And by the way, I bought one of those shirts. I'm very excited to have that. Then we turned it into a shirt campaign, and all the money is going towards suicide prevention. So boom, right there. You cannot stop us. They cannot. Anytime they try to throw anything at us, even if they do, which I don't think this is to stop the movement, or this is trying to stop us, we turn it on its head and we turn it into positivity, because that's what we do. That's what most SnyderCut fans do, because we are mature people who understand this, and we're not going to fight and whine like babies, because we get it. We get it. So that's my stance on it. I think it's positive. I don't even I watched the clip. I didn't really see him like saying anything too negative about the movement, I didn't really think it was making us look stupid. But anyway, I thought it was cool to see that in a show like the Harley Quinn show. Very interesting. Happy it was done. Like I said, now it's a campaign for a shirt. I bought one. Make sure you buy yours. When it's all said and done, I'm at least going to have like 20 different SnyderCut shirts. I'm wearing one right now. I mean, I'm just constantly building a collection. An awesome collection at that. Topic number two, Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith had an interview with, I think is it comicbook.com or one of their podcasts. I'm not quite sure. But I saw a couple clips here or there. And Kevin Smith has always been on the SnyderCut bandwagon. He's always been all for it. He's a fan of Zack Snyder. But I took a couple things away from the segment that I saw from the interview. One thing, which is why he's on our side, is he was simply saying that we need to see the movie. This movie needs to get released in whatever form. We need to see it. It's only right for a director to get his movie released. And he completely understands. And he even said, like, just giving us the SnyderCut just isn't enough, because he was in the middle of this story. You have to let this man come back and finish his arc, because it's not going to leave us satisfied. And that's what I've been campaigning for a while now, is bringing Zack back, because this is not the end. This is simply not. I know some people will be satisfied with that, but at the end of the day, you will not, and I will not, because we'll get the SnyderCut, and it will be absolutely incredible. Probably one of the greatest movies we've ever seen. And then what? We know there's more to it, and then we're just going to be like, well, at least we got the SnyderCut. Of course we're going to want more. So yes, Kevin Smith is on our team, saying positive things. He thinks this movie should get released, and it will get released, and he can understand why Zack is doing this. But the one thing that he said that kind of threw me off a little bit, and it's still such a gray area within the movement, is the fact that he said he knows certain people that have seen the movie. They've seen what Zack has assembled. And according to him, it was a bunch of, like, you would see like a big scene, and then it would be like a breakup where it would just tell you what was supposed to be in that spot. Like, it was no footage at all. It would just, like, tell you written on the screen what was supposed to be in that spot. and then it would go to another big scene. And he was talking about how it's not completely finished. And that kind of pissed me off because, again, multiple times you have Zack saying it's done, it's finished. You have people like Jason Momoa saying it's done, it's finished. And then Jason Momoa is saying, oh, you don't think Zack could finish it on his own? So what I think, if anything, I think Kevin might have talked to people that saw early screenings of the movie before all this shit even happened, maybe in 2015 or 16, saw early screenings of the movie that wasn't fully assembled. And that's what he's going off of. I don't know if he knows people that have seen it recently. Now, if he knows people, and I don't think he's lying to us. I think he's telling us the truth. Why would he? There's no reason to lie. He wants this movie released. But if he's talking to people that have seen the movie more recently, then that kind of bugs me because it's like, okay, I think this movie is done. I think it's more done than we all think. I think he wants additional money for extra scenes. At the end of the day, we don't 100% know. All I know is from what I see Zack saying, it's done, it's finished. I see Jason saying, you don't think Zack could finish it. And then you have moments where Zack was saying, oh, well, all my movies are never 100% finished. Okay, so he wants to do little tweaks here or there. And then now you see he's doing additional scenes. I just think that the additional scenes are to add to the movie. But in my opinion, I don't know 100% obviously, but in my opinion, I think this movie's done. He just wants to add more to it. So love Kevin Smith, great dude. He's a big DC fan. He's a big comic book fan. I love it. He likes Marvel. He likes DC. I think he prefers DC over Marvel, but he understands it because he is a director. And that's the one thing I appreciate about Kevin Smith is that when he does a movie, he does what he wants to do. He wants to film a movie a certain way, and that's how he does it. And that's why he respects Zack, and this is why he thinks this movie needs to get released as well, because what they did to him was absolutely wrong, and they shouldn't do that to any director. They should leave him alone, let him do their let them do their vision, and then move on. And he is completely down with that, and that's why I like Kevin Smith. He's a good dude. Topic number 3. There was a Lightcast podcast where, I forget the guy's name, he was saying that apparently Netflix wanted to buy the rights to the SnyderCut, and they wanted to release it on their streaming service. I completely agree with that. I don't think that is far-fetched at all. Apparently Netflix was going to buy it, and with whatever footage that wasn't finished, they were going to give the money, I guess, to Zack to finish the movie. Completely understand it, because this is what Netflix does. A lot of more recently, Netflix is now putting out money to make their own movies, their own shows. They're saying, okay, here's the money, make a show for us, make a movie for us. But what they also do, and where they started from, is what they would buy movies. They would buy the rights to movies, and then they would release it on Netflix, saying it was a Netflix property, but it wasn't. They bought the rights to it. Obviously, I can see Netflix. They've spent so much money. They make $20 billion a year, and they're still in debt. So what does that tell you? They're constantly buying movies and shows. I could easily see them going to WB and saying, hey, can we get this movie, since I don't know if you guys are going to release, can we get the rights to it? We'll pay you whatever amount because we want to release this movie. And that would drive so many people to their platform. Netflix would absolutely crush it with the SnyderCut. This is why I love Netflix. I could just go on about them. They've been putting out great, amazing content. And their movies are getting there, but eventually they are going to have incredible Oscar-worthy movies as well. And like I said, they're already getting to that point. So yeah, they wanted the rights. And then what does WB say? WB says no. Therefore, again, telling us for the 3,000th time, they will release the movie. Okay, this movie is happening. They know that it's too much money involved. They're not just putting this on the back shelf and saying, no, it's not done. Okay, they're releasing this movie. It's getting released. Don't know when. Obviously, Zack needs to film more scenes, and with the COVID-19 going around, we don't know when the hell any of this is going to happen. But people need stuff, and this is kind of the cool thing is that a lot of stuff has been on the back burner. A lot of movies and shows have been on the back burner because they can't film right now. So you are going to have coming up probably next spring, next summer, you're going to have a lot of gaps in between shows and movies, a lot of things that are not filmed. So if you can take a SnyderCut and let's say they had plans to release it, just say in a year, 2025. Don't know if that's true. They had plans to release in 2025. Now they're saying, okay, Zack just has to do a couple scenes, and we've got, whether that be HBO Max or the movie theaters, we need a movie to release. We need to put something out there. So let Zack film his scenes really quickly, put it together, and release it. because a lot of people want to see it. It's a lot of money. It's something that, obviously, if you put out in the movie theaters and there's no movies around, everyone is going to swarm to that. Same with HBO Max. They're going to swarm to that. What? A new Justice League movie is coming out? Well, of course they're going to buy it. Hey guys, it was a fun weekend. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of SnyderCut news. Happy to be a part of this fandom. Thank you guys again for all that you've done for me and accepting me into this movement. I really do appreciate it. So anyway, guys, that's the video. And thanks for watching. And please subscribe because that helps me in return. I can help you. And as always, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, new content's coming to you from Subjective Reviews. And thank you for watching.